I'm cozy in this little corner of my room. I wasn't ready to get up yet. So I took a deep breath and I was like, what do I want my friends to know? I want you to know that it gets better. I want you to know that even as I share my anxiety dips or my anticipation or my random past stories, that it's all in a tribute to growth. And I am showing up here for some reason that my soul needs, and shedding light and capturing and cataloging my journey. But I had to come out of some darkness to be able to shine even this much light. Like, this is very much like 75% of the way, I'd hope. Like, I'm feeling recharged, I'm feeling invigorated, I'm sometimes feeling tired, like it's a lot in my body, like healing is no joke. But where I am right now is so radically different than where I was mid-April. So in a couple months, like my darkness has lessened. I felt like I opened Pandora's box and just found all of the things that I had neatly compartmentalized. And that is some dark shit to swim through. And I'm saying that just because, if you're there, if you're swimming from it, if you're tiptoeing into it, I feel you. I'm here. And the thing that needs to be shared, the thing that you need to know, the thing that I have to remember is that it gets better. But not by continuing to do the same thing. Not by continuing to lug the Santa sack of bullshit with you everywhere you go. That never, ever gets better. We just keep adding things to the load. No wonder we're tired and we're injured. We're grumpy. The healing journey opens the bag. It starts peeling into the packages. It lets them fly out. Maggie and I were just talking about that. She used that analogy of one by one, these little memories, these little triggers, these little trauma points, they're kind of flying out and they're leaving the cellular structures of my body. And they're also leaving my soul, my bag, my weight. They're getting to go. But I feel like I was in the bag for a while, just what's in here? And it was rough. And it's in those moments sometimes that life gives us extra stuff. It feels like life is sending us all these extra external things to break us down. And life is really being are you ready? You can keep doing this. I got more for you. Or come with me. Let's do this differently. Trust me. Follow the signals, whatever they are for you. For me, it was little, I got a recommendation for a therapist and she was the worst. And the friend who recommended her felt terrible and then recommended the best. And then I did this and then I did this. And this book and this podcast and certain things had fundamental impacts on my healing journey, and it was not linear and it could not be bullet listed, though I will eventually try to capture it all. It's going to be individual to each of us because each of us have individual things and pains and scars and little memories that need to float out and little stories that need to come off the shelf and then go. But we have to close them, we have to heal them, we have to honor them before we send them away. And that can be dark. And so if you're there, if you're considering going there, if you've been there and then you built a bigger wall and a bigger bag for your stuff. I'm just saying that I get it. And that a few months ago, the idea of believing in myself, literally uttering that phrase, made me cry when I talked to my therapist, doctor, friend. I didn't have it. I was that disconnected that I wasn't capable of believing in myself. And this was not very long ago. And so I think when we commit to it, I think when we breathe into it in whatever time and space feels right for us, I think it gets better. That doesn't mean life isn't still life, but we're not holding all of our baggage anymore. So when real life comes towards us, we're able to be in it. And when we build this connection to ourself, to our heart, to our soul, to our voice, to our truth, we're able to have that energy budget, that kind of permeable only by love bubble that protects us. And then we're more safely able to move through whatever life experiences are ahead. But just like the audience is rooting for us, life is rooting for us. And so we wouldn't be initiated into the healing journey. You wouldn't be knee deep in the shit if there wasn't somewhere so lovely for you to go. It's not a case of bad luck. It's not a case of brokenness or you doing anything wrong, me doing anything wrong. It is just straight up exhausting to carry around all our stuff. And so when it's heavy, it's an invitation to dive in. When it's real heavy, you're in the Pandora's box of seeing it all. But yoga is a practice, not a performance. Yoga is non-judgment. Yoga is slow moving. Just acknowledge, observe, breathe, let it move. Acknowledge, observe, breathe, let it move. Stepping stones will appear, invitations will appear, things that might make you comfortably uncomfortable, hopefully. We have to step our toes into the light as we are dealing with this when we're able. So it's just feeling into the balance. It's trusting your intuition. It's learning who your intuition even is, because we have silenced and we have shut down ourselves and abandoned ourselves for a long time. So I see you. I honor you wherever you are on your journey. I honor myself for this moment in time in mine. And I remember the times that I feel like this, empowered and connected and whole. I am trying to put that on a shelf in on a vision board in my brain, right? I'm trying to just hold these moments and let them grow and let them sprout. And that way, as I'm clearing out the little traumas and triggers and things in their place, that dusty old, I'm hitting it with some non-toxic cleaning products and planting seeds to grow. Here's to growth. Here's to honoring life. Here's to caring for your brain, your body, your heart, your soul. Here's to you.